That bear scene had me like, what the fuck? All right, so today we're talking about Annihilation. Annihilation is a movie about this meteor that smashes into this lighthouse, and it's carrying some kind of space extraterrestrial organism. And what happens is this organism creates a barrier around a certain area, and everything in this area starts to change on a molecular level. And the barrier slowly expands to encompass more and more area. And now we have to figure out what's going on, what does it want, what is it doing, so you have your plot of the movie there. Now, this movie intrigued me because when I saw the trailer, I didn't really know what the movie was about. And when you go in watching the movie, it's kind of the same deal. You're unsure about what's happening because the military set up a base outside of this thing. And it's like a jelly, wavy, shiny type barrier that encompasses everything in the area. And they tried to send some of everything in. They've tried cameras, drones, animals, military, all kinds of stuff, but nothing ever comes back. So when you're watching the movie, you get to learn as they learn. So when the next group goes in, they decide to switch it up. They've been sending in nothing but military, so they decide to go with all women and women scientists. And Natalie Portman plays the biologist that goes in with this group, and she's our main character in this movie. The pacing of the movie wasn't really an issue for me because, like I said, you're watching the movie unfold as the characters do because they have no information about what's going on. They have no idea what they're walking into. So everything that happens is new to them and us. So I really enjoyed that about the movie. So I didn't have an issue with the pacing. My favorite thing about this movie is how visually pleasing it was. Like I said, the shimmer is changing everything, but not everything about it is bad. Some of the changes are beautiful. Like, for instance, it's this one scene where she sees these plants on the bridge, and there are about 10 or 12 different varieties of flowers on this plant, but she's amazed because they're all growing from one plant. And she's like, how do you get all these different species coming from one plant? And stuff like that is happening all over the shimmer. Now, not everything in the shimmer is glitz and glitter because the animals and things are changing in there as well, and they're mutating and they're getting bigger, stronger. And I don't really want to spoil it for you, but that was beautiful and cool for me to see as well. And like I said in the beginning, the bear scene was probably my favorite scene in the movie, hands down, because not only was it visually disturbing, it was so suspenseful and the buildup was so crazy that I was actually scared while I was watching the scene. I mean, my heart was pounding, I was breathing hard, my palms were sweaty. That scene was amazing. So if you go see this movie, definitely be aware for that scene. Now, I did have a couple of issues with this movie. The first issue was they kept doing these flashbacks of the main character to her life. And, you know, it kind of filled in gaps of stuff, but I think that we could have done just fine without those flashbacks because it really didn't serve to make the movie any better or really build on her character because what she was doing versus her flashbacks didn't really tie in all as well, in my opinion. Another problem I had with the movie was the ending. I mean, the movie was very good to me building up because everything was just mysterious. And then you got to the end and it makes sense how it ended. But it kind of threw me off. I feel like they reached too far, and I'm just going to leave it at that because I don't want to spoil it for you in case you decide to check out the movie. So the ending kind of didn't work for me. But to wrap this all up, Annihilation was definitely a different movie. I enjoyed the suspense. I enjoyed the mystery of it. The visuals in this movie were phenomenal. The pacing of the movie wasn't an issue to me. They did just enough to keep you entertained, although the ending did kind of mess it up for me a little bit. So with all that being said, I got to rate Annihilation a midday matinee. All right, y'all, so that's it for this one. If you have seen Annihilation, I want you to comment below and tell me what you thought about it. Did you like it? Was it as visually pleasing to you as it was to me? And what did you think about the ending? Whatever you think, comment below and let me know. Now, as always, if you liked this video and you thought it rocked, like, comment, and subscribe to see more from me, Mike Proc. Later.